So they come walking around the corner and to you, and they just basically look at you, Peaches, expectantly.
And I give them the location, and I tell them at least one suspect of the three is in that house. I don't know how familiar you are with all these strange reality phenomena going on, but we suspect that they're not from around here. They might be invaders.
Well, and this is all going back and forth through Chris's translator.
Right.
Well, the lieutenant told us to stay here and back you up if you need help. He
Very well
says.
then.
He says we are not to make any arrests until we have absolute proof that they did the murders.
Okay. I described the sulfur smell and the feeling of change, grimness that you're likely to experience if you come up to the house.
Okay.
According to Chris here.
Okay.
It's going to feel very strange.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah. Am I making noise again? I'm really sorry.
Is there another chair you might be able to use?
No, but I'll try to remember to mute myself more often.
Okay, thank you. It's just we're recording. I don't know, what that's going to do to the recording. So, and we're only getting the one shot out of it for each game session. So, anyway, okay. So the sun goes down and it does get dark. It starts to cool off.
Dang it! I kind of wanted to do my knock on the door before the sun went down.
Wait a minute. The knock on which door?
Knock on their door, and aren't we gonna do something with those guys? We're not just gonna sit and have tea in the street all night long, are we?
Well, if you want to go down and knock on the door, you can.
Back up, guys! Come on! What are we doing? What's the plan?
I'll help, I guess.
You don't sound too sure of yourself.
Why don't we just ask them to come downtown for questioning, and hopefully they go quietly and before the moon comes up.
Okay.
If not, be ready for mayhem. That's my plan.
Okay, very interesting. This is not something that I had planned.
You think we have sniper cover so that in case things go badly.
Now keep in mind, every one of these spaces is 10 meters across, so 30 feet. So what I might need to do is kind of set something up for you guys so that you can so that you can move better. But it would take you probably what? Take you 4 or 5 rounds to get down there. So if you want to move your token, go ahead.
Are you guys going to do this? Does that sound like the right thing to do, or what do you want to do, guys?
I'm kind of staying out of it because I'm currently, incommunicado. So.
Oh, you don't have a radio or anything?
Oh, do I have a radio? Oh, okay. I would say go for it.
Mo is like, I'll stay here just in case so that I don't spook them.
And I would think that...
Back her up, Chris.
I'll back her up. I'll back her up.
Thank you. I would think we want... we have 4 policemen here or 2?
2. I'm sorry. No, 4. It's total 4.
All right. I want policemen to go get the cars so that we can take the gentleman downtown for questioning. Just they are persons of interest only at this time.
Okay. And the 4 cops look at you like you've got 3 heads. They're like, "Are you kidding me? If we arrest any of these Germans, or any of these people down there, we're going to be in trouble."
What for? Explain.
Not
'Cause
arresting. Not arresting. We're asking them to come down and answer questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's not arresting.
Okay.
What kind of trouble could they be in?
What kind of trouble could who be in?
The
The police? Because of harassing foreign nationals without good cause. There is no real proof right now that they have done anything wrong.
And we're not accusing them of doing anything wrong.
Okay.
Just asking them some questions. Just asking them some questions.
Okay. So the police are like, no, you are not official. You are under the lieutenant's orders. Let us go down there and it will look less conspicuous.
All right. How can we back you up in case they argue?
Don't worry about it.
If the shooting starts, then we come in.
Okay.
Yes. But the point is to have these men downtown for a civil conversation while the moon rises. As in behind bars.
Uh-huh.
But
You're getting the three heads look again. I'm betting.
Yeah, I know. We'll see how they play it. If they react badly, or if they come along. It's entirely up to them.
Okay, so the cops come. They do bring their vehicles. Okay, but they're not running lights or anything, and they park right in here. Okay, and then they walk over to the house. The door opens. Okay, but Dogfight, you don't see anybody actually come out of the door. And how high did you say you were again? About 100 feet?
When they moved their vehicles, I'm going to float over to the new location I just placed myself at. And I am at a range of, let me check. I got to check my character sheet because I want to be inside of like regular range for my blasters. No, I'm about 50, range of about 50 feet up.
We want to see if the witness can rescue them. The witness can identify them. So part of this request is to see if they would be willing to be in a lineup.
Actually, I'm just a little bit more than 50 feet. I can move into 50 feet that way and shoot if I need to.
Okay. All right. Okay, so these police officers, and you're only at 50 feet, Dogfight, so you can kind of hear what's going on. You're, probably closer to about 80 feet, but you can hear what's going on. And these guys in very bad English, in which they are being answered by very bad English from the German side, they start asking some questions, and they're like, our lieutenant has asked that we have you come down to the station and see if you can identify some people for us. Crumble, 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 crumble.
Not me. It's not me.
Sorry! I'm muting.
It wasn't me. Not my burritos.
So anyway, they're like, would you be willing to come down to the station this evening to see them? And Dogfight, you see them across the street. The big fellow who stuck his head out the door earlier, he shakes his head no, and he says, we eat dinner now. And he goes to close the door. But before he closes it entirely, he looks back out at them and says, tomorrow morning? And the officers look at each other and kind of exchange some words in their language, and the one that's been speaking all this time nods his head and he says, "Yes, tomorrow morning would be fine. Thank you." And then the cops turn around, go back to their cars, go back and park at the. Actually, no, they don't go back and park at the convenience store. They go away entirely.
Dang it.
After about 2 minutes, the lieutenant signals you and says, okay, so we're going to have these guys come to us tomorrow morning. Why don't you, why don't you wait until tomorrow and see what they're doing? And see what, if we can nail these guys.
If it's all the same to you, we'd like to stake them out tonight to make sure they don't get up to any criminal mischief.
Well, you're still deputized. If there is any criminal mischief, call me back, and I will send more officers.
Absolutely. We don't want anyone to get hurt tonight.
Okay, and he hangs up. So, do all of you agree to the stakeout?
Yep.
Yeah, although, what are the paths out of this house?
Well, there's this front door right here. Okay, and then obviously there's some kind of a back door because you didn't see the guy come out of the front door, and he was more or less standing in the driveway, as it were, earlier.
Right. So I guess this is a back door right here at this corner. This would be the garage.
That sounds sounds good.
Yeah, garage. And so there's a front door here and a back door about here.
Now hold on. This building right here, where I'm kind of poking. Oh, come on. Would you just give me the...
Yeah, this big roof thing?
Yeah, that big roof right there is probably some manner of garage or workout area or something like that, as it's in the back.
Oh, it's part of the house. It's part of this house.
Yes,
it's not a different...
It's all connected.
Dang it. So look at these cars and stuff here.
Uh-huh.
I suspect if we come down this way, so we send someone to be on the lookout here.
Okay. All right. Who do you want to put there?
Anybody want to go?
You know what? Mo speaks up. He says, I'll go. It'll keep me out of the way.
All right. And there's some trees and stuff right here, too, so he can hide in the trees.
Yep, he heads on over there. Move him up a bit.
Not wanting to abuse my efforts here, but what kind of long-term flying thing are you going to impose on me there, GM?
Well, actually, I was going to say, if you've got pulp power like flight, it's going to eventually tire you out. It's a part of who you are. So staying up in the air for, say, more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes is probably going to be pretty tiring.
So can we land on the roof?
Noisily. I'd have him make a stealth check. Probably with a penalty.
See if you can't land on the roof. Like up here.
I would probably do that. Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
And do the stealth here. Give me a second. Might be picking the fight right now. I am fully aware of the fact that right now I'm trespassing, so that's okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
what do you want to do about that?
Yeah, I was a little more tired than I thought I was.
You're not in rounds, so you can use cards from your hand.
Yeah, I don't have anything that's really helping me then.
What is that stealth based on?
Stealth is based on dex. So
but my result is a 6, so that's not good.
I'm
gonna throw a pause on there.
Okay. So go ahead and delete it from your sheet, and then let's see. Did you have your character selected last time? Yeah, last roll was okay. Good. So that's a result of 13. That's a lot better. But even as you land, you hear a part of the roof kind of creak.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's not a loud creak, but
he can be very quiet. Well, I mean, considering I bet the house creaks a lot.
If I'm picking the fight, I'm picking the fight. I'm kind of settle down here for a minute. I need to catch my breath.
Okay. You settle down and you hear the creak, but nothing really seems to happen. Now, go ahead and move your character, your token, and Chris and Peaches.
Yeah. There are trees here and trees here, correct?
Yeah.
Which of us is the stealthiest?
I'd say I am
there?
with 12 total.
I'd put yourself there. That'd probably be better.
Yeah.
You've got a 12 stealth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, then you sneak across the street to these trees here, or hide here. And hopefully you'll succeed in your stealth roll.
If we can impose on you a little bit of bravery to suffer the nightmare of the air.
Yeah. You get through it, but you've got some dread for about a minute while you do. And of course, dogfight, you are just it's almost like you've got creepy crawlies all over.
You're sweating like a gangster in church.
Yeah.
Bite your tongues. Bite your tongues, sir. I am a mystery man. I bear the fear stoically and quietly.
While wetting your pants.
Yeah.
No one has to know they're wet. That's what a flight suit is for.
That was a nice roll, Chris. So yeah, you made it across pretty easily.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much staying here and drinking beer. With the old man.
All right. Well, it's about 3 hours after dark, so getting close to about 9 o'clock. And Chris, you in particular see this front door open, okay? And I need to bring old boy back up to token layer. Okay, and you see this guy step forward on his porch. And he looks around and he takes a puff off of his cigar, and then he turns left and comes down the steps from the porch and starts walking past you. Any idea what you might want to do?
I kind of had this in mind, but just in case, cast telekinetic barrier on myself in case he decides to attack.
Okay. Does that have a visible portion at all?
No, it doesn't say anything about being visible.
Okay. Let me read something real quick. The
description is the psionics, wards off incoming attacks with the barrier of volatile energy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this guy doesn't seem to notice you, or if he does, he's not really, he's not really paying that much of attention. Now, I've got to do something real quick. There it is. Okay, so when this guy gets down here, he starts to kind of look around. He checks all around himself. There's one street lamp that's right here. Okay. And you see this suddenly in his place, and he goes running off.
He wolfs out.
He wolfs out and gets onto all fours and goes to run off. Now,
Wait, how far is that away from me?
Hold on. Well, measure it. Dogfight, you're on the roof, and you don't see him until here, and you lose him again with the trees because you're not up off of the roof. Okay. So he's got you by 50 meters, and of course there's Peaches, who is way back here and completely uninformed of what's going on. So
can I see Chris?
Yes, you can see Chris.
Okay, so I'm watching Chris. My eyes are on Chris, and if he does something, like looks like he's doing something, then I'm gonna respond to that.
Yeah,
So
you kind of see me leave my hiding spot. It's like this is definitely our guy. He is the werewolf.
Okay.
Or you try to flag dogfight down?
So I kind of probably start, hurling my arms around like, yeah.
I'm taking off.
Okay. So you take off and get up to say about 50 feet or so, and you can see the very last vestiges of whatever this thing is as it runs past the light right here.
Okay. I'm following as best I can, even through the trees. I'll come down a little lower.
Okay.
Come down to about like right over rooftop level.
Okay. Now, what is your travel distance per turn?
It's running speed. So if he's got any real speed to him, I'm gonna lose him pretty quick.
Well, does anybody try and get a hold of Peaches or
but
Mo?
he has to go like down the roads, and you can go as the crow flies, kind of diagonal across places.
You could kind of fly over the trees a little bit, if you wanted to.
Yeah. I suppose is Chris gonna flag me down as well?
If by the time I'm like here at rooftop level, and I haven't heard Chris come over the radios telling you guys to get to that the wolf is happening.
I would. It's like also while flailing my arms about.
Okay, so you're saying that you guys, I don't know, where do you have the communication stuff at on your sheets?
I knew I had a radio in my pack somewhere.
Well, you had a radio in your pack, but I don't doubt it got almost destroyed in the living land. Let's see. Chris has a mobile phone.
So do I.
Were there radios on that plane that we?
Oh, not
that
personals.
We were on?
Not personals. No, you had radios in the suits, but no radios that unless you took them out of the suit, and you would have had no real reason to do that, I would think.
No, we wouldn't have. So. Yeah, we're screwed.
Okay. Peaches, give me a find test.
Well, I'm actually skilled in it, but that might not mean anything.
Hang on just a second. I gotta look at something.
I mean, I can spot the fleas on that dog from that far away.
Yeah, no doubt. So you rolled what? Let me get on the chat here. Nice. An 18, that's pretty good. Okay, so you see Dogfight as he is kind of flying down the street, and he gets out of sight on the other side of the street light that's there. And you see Chris kind of waving his arms like a madman, and Chris, do you start following as well?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. It's not supposed to be a chase right now, so we're not going to make it a chase. What happens is you'll get a new street lamp probably every 400 or 500 feet, but the street lamp itself is kind of aged and only has an umbrella of about 30 feet. So you'll see this wolfie pass through the light, and then you'll see, and then Chris. Okay, let me back up. Dogfight will see Gerald passing through the light. Chris will then see Dogfight passing through the light, and then Ginger or Peaches will see Chris passing through the light. So you guys.
No. We're gonna back that up.
Okay.
So Can you position me and the werewolf where the light is?
No, not at the same place. Okay, where you're,
No, I'm saying, can you move us to a appropriate distance? Because I'm gonna need to know what the range is to take my shot. Because I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
When I got while he's in the light. While he's in the light, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let's see. I need to get some figuring going on. Let me get out my calculator.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm doing is I was headed to the side street to signal Mo.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So you stop at the side street to signal Mo, and he falls in trail. So let's see. Okay. I need to put him about right there. Now, hang on just a second, because now I need to get back to this. We won't have to fight with any of this and that other. Okay, so that would be... So let's see. I would have to move even further. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place old boy up here and get him turned. And then I'll do a measurement real quick. Okay, Dogfight, could you move your token to right where I'm pointing? No, back one. To the left one. There we go. Okay, and you're free to turn your token as you need to. Chris, I'm going to say you are where you are, but probably on the street, right?
Right.
Okay, so feel free to move your token. And then... Peaches, yeah. Let's call that your position, basically where you're at. And
Yeah,
Mo,
I'm still trying to be. I'm trying to be out of direct sight of any of the windows. He'd actually have to come. Someone would actually have to come out of the house to see me because I'm trying to stay to the side of the street.
Okay, so you make me a stealth check then, please. It's going to be a difficult one, so let's call it a 12.
Oh, difficulty 12.
Mm-hmm. Remember, your normal difficulty is 10.
Yeah, I'm not, but I'm not, whistling as I walk or anything like that either.
But if anybody's looking outside...
And there should be 3 of them. That's why I was trying to be discreet, shall we say. What is it? Stealth.
If you don't have a number for stealth, it's based on dex. Okay, that's pretty good. That'll do the trick. So you can slide to right about here easily, but keep this in mind. You're basically behind Chris. Chris, where were you? Weren't you back here? Or like right here?
Yes.
Yeah, but didn't you say to move my character?
Well, what we're trying to do is get a distance right now. You guys are not actually keeping up with anything more than just your basic distance. So, okay, so that's how spread out you guys are. If you want to kind of zoom out and see where your characters are.
I see. I'm zoomed out.
So,
but you said I could slide this way and catch up.
Okay. So GM, now I need to know, because I think I saw the distance that we're talking about here.
Yep.
He's really not aware at this point of what his effective range is. So whatever it is that's going to happen, I lose. My max range is 100 meters.
Okay, yeah.
But he's still going to try and take the shot. And so whatever happens, and that'll be what happens. It is loud though when I do that. So
okay. So your penalty.
We're not going to try to get closer.
No. Where you're at right now. In fact, Peaches, like I said, all we were doing was determining distance, what your distances from one another were.
Oh, okay.
So you could move back there, and that way you would know exactly where you are. You know how far you are away from Chris, how far away Chris is from Dogfight, and etc. So, Dogfight.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and take your shot. but you are at a penalty of 10.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting to miss at this point, but I'm gonna take the shot anyway. I don't expect it to even work if I do hit him.
Well, here's a breakdown of how the penalties are working. Okay, you've got -2 for medium, -2 for long, -2 for extreme. Then
okay. I didn't know how that worked. Okay.
Then you've got a -4 because it is dark out.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can give it a shot, and if you have amazing luck, you can try and hit him.
Well, I am a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Give it a shot, and I'm going to pop open his character record real quick. Come on.
Not when I roll a 3, though.
Okay. So let me see something. You rolled a 3?
Yeah. Oh shit, that's a mishap.
Oh, because of the type of power you have?
Yeah. That's I have the mishap on a whatever. No, is that on 2 or a 3?
Look at your sheet.
It's under the now book. I didn't put that much notes on there on the sheet.
You're killing me, brother. You're killing me.
I know.
Okay, hang on.
Give me a second. I think I want to say that the mishap is 1-2 though. So
I'm thinking you may very well be correct. Okay, let me get this up off of here. There we go. So blast ray. I'm looking at your sheet for just a moment.
I am going as quickly as I possibly can to pull that off.
Okay, limitation: loud and mishap. Lose remaining shots until the end of the combat scene. Yeah, you don't have that on here. I think for you, in this particular instance, the mishap is only on a 1 because it doesn't give a range. So if you rolled a 3, you should be just fine.
I thought mishap had a specific roll.
No.
Mishap happens.
Not that I'm trying to hurt myself, but you know.
Well, no, of course not.
Trying to be fair.
Yeah. No, if it's loud and it only takes place on a mishap, then you lose your shots for the rest of the scene. Or was that the combat round? Doggone it! I just had you open here just a moment ago. Till the end of the combat or scene. So, okay, I'm going to try and get everybody up here because I don't have everybody up. All right, so the I hate to tell you this, but you were extremely loud, and
oh yeah, absolutely.
But you do not have a mishap, so you hear wood cracking around you. Okay, what's that? Ginger?
Was it a pew pew sound or a kaboom or a chaka chaka?
Like a lightning crack.
Yeah, it's the classic comic book, really loud Zark. You know.
Zark, got it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. The mishap happens when it's malfunction. Malfunction when using or activating this power can occur on a 1 or a 2.
Okay, and you rolled a 3?
All right, so 3. Yeah, and I rolled a 3.
Okay.
You just missed it. You look out.
So you're in good shape. But you did miss for this round, so I'm going to have to punish you. That's all that there is to it. No, hang on. I'm trying to get sheets open so that I can have access to all of the characters, good and bad. Okay, now this comes down here. That way I can look things up if I need to. Now, James. Okay, hold one. Boy, it's getting hot in this room. And I don't know why. And I actually put some good work into these characters. Not so that they could be destroyed, but could possibly be used again later. But it looks like that might not happen. Okay, come on.
I hope these characters end up in jail for a long, long time. Or with a silver stake through the heart or whatever it needs to happen.
Yeah. All right, so the boom goes off. And it doesn't seem like anybody's going to come out for a minute of the house, but then you get, let's see, let me kind of zoom in here so I can place these guys effectively. It sounded too much like a gunshot, so we have one here. And these guys actually pop out of the house as werewolves. One looking directly at Ginger.
Hello.
Okay.
And I passed my stealth roll, by the way. Dang it.
You what?
And I did good on that stealth roll.
Yes, you had a really, but you can't account, you can pick your friends and you can pick your family, but you can't pick their nose. So you just don't know what's going to happen. Okay. So let's see. Where are you tonight?
Oh, okay. God, you mutilated that axiom.
Oh, well.
Why did you leave me here all alone? Okay.
I searched the world over and thought I found
true love. You met another and you was gone. Okay. Getting back to the game. Peaches, you see one of these guys, this one right here, okay, looking directly at you, and he begins to growl. And then you see the other one looking at Chris, and he begins to growl. But make me a find test. Real quick like.
Okay, hold on. What's the difficulty? No modifier?
Just a 10. Just a 10. 9. No, you didn't quite make it. You hear a growl, but it kind of sounds behind you. Of course, the way your token is facing right now, behind you could be Mo. So we got to get you a new token. That one is kind of messed up. We need to face it front properly. I guess we're going to start a fight.
Yeah, in fact, I do whistle for both.
Okay.
As I draw my gun.
Okay. You whistle for Mo as you draw your gun. And let's get out the Core Earth Drama Deck show. And let's shuffle. I'm going to shuffle it a couple of times. And we're going to see what's going on here.
Since we seem to be in rounds, I'm putting that card in the pool.
Oh, yes. Go ahead and drop your card into your pool for the situational awareness.
Oh. This might be a good or a bad time to play this, guys. What do you think?
Lay it out there. Let folks read it.
Escalation, folks. Read it.
Play at any time during an encounter. Enemy reinforcements arrive, including a reality-rated foe. All Storm Knights gain 1 to 3 possibilities after the adversaries are dealt with, depending on the strength of the forces who appeared. I'll leave it up to you guys.
I mean, we think we're only dealing with 3. So
do it. You got the opportunity to use it.
Chris, what do you think?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, it's good.
Okay.
I'm not fine with it, by the way. I'm just saying, go ahead and do it.
Well, hang on a minute.
Things are about to get noisy behind you, Dogfight.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me get this guy open. It's not giving me my little finger. I'm about to give it the finger.
Okay, you guys have books too, so hopefully you can tell me. The one thing in the now book says malfunction, and the only thing I can find similar to that in the base deck is mishap. Are those two interchangeable, or is it? Do you mean totally separate things?
I think they are the same thing.
I think it's called mishap. I mean, you suddenly experience technical difficulties. That's a specific kind of mishap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not trying to get around not having. I've lost my blast for the fight, but I'm just trying to make sure that as far as like the rules were right and I'm reading it right somewhere. But it just confused the crap out of me when I found mishap and malfunction. I'm like, are these the same?
I would just have be sure that I had the mishap rules and use those every time you suffer one of these one or two twos. You refer to the mishap rules and suffer whatever mishap you think appropriate at the time.
Or what I feel is appropriate.
But yeah. So there you go.
I was gonna say that. So
this is not a dramatic round. Actually, hang on. Let me look at their stats. I don't think they've got a dramatic round. Ooh, this is...
that didn't sound good, players.
Okay, it's not dramatic, but the villains do get to go first. Now, okay, this is going to take some measuring. So, let's see. Okay, so let's see. This guy, I'm going to move him right there. So that's him. Okay. I'm having a night. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that works. Villains get to go first. So I measured, and Francis here can get right on your doorstep and is going to attack. So let me open him
what
back
could
up.
Possibly go wrong?
I didn't hear that. What?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. That's why. Okay. So bite and claws. Okay. We might have to get out dice, folks.
Boy.
To get out actual dice. 0 modifiers. Submit. What does that give me? 21. Holy smokes. What is Ginger's dodge? Not a dodge. Unarmed.
Unarmed?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I accidentally closed up my sheet. Unarmed combat, total 11.
11. So I've beat you by 10, which means I get 2 bonus dice. So we're going to go to hit you for that. Come on. And we choose Peaches. 2 bonus dice.
And I was ready. I thought it was. I was aimed and everything. These things are quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've got a dex of 11, which means that they can run up to 33. And I would have been at a penalty of 2, so he only gets 1 bonus die. And submit. Okay, 1 wound and 2 shock.
I'm definitely going to spend to soak that, I think.
Okay, go ahead. Don't forget to click on... Oh, I didn't... Oh, hold on. Don't do anything. I forgot to open up the tracker. Okay, so Francis just slashed at you. You are going to do your soak, so don't forget you spend one possibility and roll reality, but don't forget to click your token first. And the target number is a 10. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so all damage from that is gone. So that is 1 wound and all shock.
Excellent, Smithers.
Okay, let's see. Who's next? Okay, we're going to get... Hang on a second. Let me get my measuring stick. Come on. Let's see. Take a look there. Yeah, you know what? He is going to come down there. And he's not going to attack you this round. Although he could. Okay, James. Okay, so let's see. He will go... Yep, into this one. All right. All right, now let me... Okay, those guys have gone as far as they can. They're not attacking this round. Okay, I want to see something real quick, dogfight. I want to see how dumb this guy is. He's really dumb. Okay, and that could be to your benefit. Alright, Geralt here turns around. And... Okay, he can get right about there. Let's see, Alt, let's kind of measure him up. All right, so that's the villains.